Hi, Cancer. This is Meg with Padmes. I am doing your Tarotscope for July 2020, and I'm calling in your angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light. Cancer Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in Cancer. Angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light. What say you? What do we need to know for July 2020? For your greatest good, your most benevolent outcomes, Cancer. All right. Let's see what kind of energy is around you in present time for July 2020. Okay, Cancer. The first thing that I'm noticing is your advice card. Your advice card is the overturned Queen of Swords. And this is a feisty lady with a sharp tongue. And it's literally talking about being sharp-witted, being sharp-tongued, demanding what it is that you want, even in a way that's not necessarily diplomatic. Asking for you, demanding what it is that you want in a way that you will get it. I just wanted to clarify that, like, what else could you possibly be needing for your advice, demanding what you want, and demand the world, demand, oh, I get it, demand all of it. So if there's something that somebody's trying to give you a little bit of, a tiny piece of, it's like demand all of it, take all of it. Let's see what's going on here. The big picture is talking about a big change, but it's a change that you've been planning for or that you can plan for. So it's not kind of a rug being pulled out from under you type of situation. It feels more like a situation, you know, it's been coming forward or you've been planning for the change, and this is, I feel like the change is coming about, or it's important to continue acting on the plans for the change. So your higher self is talking about being action oriented with your passions, with the things that really bring you joy and love. Be action oriented in your passions. Your angels and guides of the highest vibrations are talking about you really being in a place where you've learned so much, you've come so far, you've really figured out how to live your life, how to be in your own skin, how to feel comfortable in your own skin. You figured out what it is that you need that keeps you from being crazy. So you know what to do, you know how to take care of yourself. And so you know what to ask for or what to take it all. So there's that. There's resistance in moving forward and moving on. And I want to know a little bit more about that resistance. It's having to do with, other people's opinions and what they think. It's like you have to stop worrying about other people's opinions, about how you need to move on. You have to stop worrying, like getting advice from other people telling you how to move forward and how to move on emotionally. You already know how to take care of you. You already know how to do this. So the resistance is in moving on. It's like you're second guessing yourself or you're doubting yourself, but in actuality, you know the best. I don't even want to say rules. You know the best rules for you. So the heart of the situation is talking about is something from the past, kind of water under the bridge, and being in isolation with this, being in isolation with something that has already passed. Let me look at this a little bit. Yeah, this is something that came full circle. It it feels like very low energy, and it's something that you're still holding on to. It's actually something that you're still in isolation with. So it's this low energy from the past. It almost feels like misfortunate energy from the past. And it's not, it's affecting you because you're still, oh wow, I want to say claimant to it. You're still holding it, or you're still with it, with this past energy that is full circle and doesn't match. Doesn't match. So release the idea that there's a new thing that's going to come of this. It's also like you can leave this situation, or you can leave this processing behind and know that you've done everything that you can to process. You've done all of that work. Happening now and into the near future, there's dreamboat energy, King of Cups, in love energy. He is the in love king. So this is being action oriented about being in love. This is about having wise decisions when it comes to being in love. And then in your trajectory, there's the Knight of Cups, but he's overturned. He is reversed. So there's this lack of pursuing happening. Lack of pursuing happening because of some kind of, I want to say, disastrous ending, or like very overly dramatic type of full circle happening there. There's lack of pursuing because of dramatic completion. And ultimately, though, oh my, wow, these are not love readings. This is the Tarotscope for July 2020, but all of the readings I've done today have really had to do with love. So even though there's this lack of pursuing and there's this type of dramatic completion, after that happens, there's complete emotional extravaganza, fiesta, emotional happiness, and here's the marriage card. So also the twin flame card. So there you have that. That's in your trajectory. So that's something to look forward to, Cancer. Okay, in the past, there's a separation. In the present, there's a quite an apprenticeship for letting the cat out of the bag. There's quite an apprenticeship or working on this diligently to speak your truth, to break the silence and speak your truth. Coming out of the closet type energy. So underlying your entire spread here, Cancer, is the truth. The truth coming up and out. The truth coming up and out. Clarity and wisdom and clarity. Okay, Cancer. I want to pull a couple of advice cards for you. So using the Earth Magic deck, pulling advice cards for you for July 2020. Angels and guides of the highest vibrations. What does Cancer need to know for July 2020? Wow. Volcano. Volatility. I would say that is that really dramatic completion of a full circle, perhaps at the end and the trajectory there. Volcanic volatility. This is also part of this reverse tower here in the big picture. It's like there is volatility, there is complete change, there is complete upheaval, but you're expecting it. It's something that you've been expecting or you've been able to plan for somehow. It's not a surprise. I'm going to pull one more of these Earth Magic cards for your, and then here's the Desert Vision Quest. Wow. So there's definitely some sort of going inward and going into yourself and figuring out some things for yourself, taking a moment to go into that place. I just shuffled that card back in, but it is the, like, right around the four corners. What is that called? It's where the mitten is, the red rocks that is like the shape of a mitten. Um, that place, I mean, it is the desert now, but it used to be completely covered in water and it was under the ocean. And when I was there, which was years ago, this, I could feel all of the water. I could feel all the water there. So that does have something to do with going within your emotions. It's almost like draining your emotions or moving them out, surrendering them, releasing them, letting them go into the ground, letting your emotions be grounded. And the desert is always a really, really healing place for me, even though I love the ocean. The desert, it's almost like it can burn some things out of you that need to be healed. Like the sun can be so healing. So grounding these emotions out and healing with the sun of illumination. I'm pulling one more advice for you, Cancer, from the Mermaids and Fairies Oracle. Ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what you need. That's exactly what your advice was at the beginning. Basically, take it and take it all. And ask for what it is that you want. So do that thing, Cancer. I'll be looking forward to doing your mid-month love reading, and I look forward to hearing from you. I'll see you soon.